Hey everyone, I'm here live again with the finale. No, day three. Absolutely. It's the day three time when you are indeed overcoming one of the biggest hurdle, or let's just say one of the biggest obstruction that comes your way when you want to generate inbound leads, build a brand, or garner network and visibility indeed. And I would say all of this is so just amazing to be able to see the post that is coming from all of you. Wow, this is really something that I enjoyed. I've actually gone through the post of some of you, and it just feels super awesome to see them. And I think the extra day worked in your favor, isn't it? This Saturday, you actually made an attempt to go all out and indeed do the task. I could see so many of you actually went out and completed the videos today so that tomorrow, when we are meeting, you can actually implement all of those things immediately in your account. So let's get started with today's Q&A and today's details of how exactly can you get a step closer to killing it on LinkedIn. How let's look at this. For everyone who has already joined us, if I have to ask you, how much percentage do you feel like you have already killed it on LinkedIn? Like out of 100, how much percentage do you already feel like you have killed it on LinkedIn? Share it in the chat and I would be happy to see what's your take. How much are you feeling you're already there and you've conquered so much so about LinkedIn, what to do, what not to do, how to create content, your profile, connections, and all of those things. So, yes, lovely to see Lena and Timothy joining us already, and other people who are also watching us right now. Let's jump into the questions that we have for today. And indeed, all of these questions are so crucial because everyone is getting attention here through this live session. So you want to make sure that if you are facing any hurdle across the period of being able to build a brand for yourself, then this is the time. So let's look at some questions here. Lena has a question which says, when I send connect from my handphone, there's no option to send with a note. Is that just on iPhone or even on Android? That's a wonderful question, Lena. I have to admire that, yes, you have tried, and this shows that you're actually working towards it. Indeed, when you do it on the mobile, so in mobile, there is no pop up like in the desktop that comes up which says add a note. But in mobile, what you need to do is when you go to your profile, you click on connect, there is a three dots that appears. Okay, just a second. Let me show it to you on my mobile. So let me just see. Okay, so I just came across this profile and I'm not connected. Okay, let me try and reduce the brightness if that helps. Yeah, I'm not connected to this profile. So when I will hit on more, you can see connect, right? This is where you click on connect, but sometimes the connect is here, right? When it is here, then you click on more and you go personalize invite. This personalized invite actually gives you a message option, and this is where you write your personalized invite and send the invite. So the option is hidden in this more section. So Lena, that's my quick answer for your quick question out here. Let's look at the next question, which is coming from Uyong. He says, hi, Khushbu, you have said written formats can do just as good as in LinkedIn. Yes, I have seen some good posts with just a few lines doing very well. Why is it so? On LinkedIn, so let me tell you, the algorithm is not biased towards any particular format. And that's the reason why it's only focused on one core thing, which is value. If only 5 words can bring value to the people, it's good enough for the post. And if you have to write 1295 characters to bring value, then that's how it is. If you have to create a video, that's how it is. So more than the format, the content plays a stronger role on LinkedIn, because the algorithm is not designed majority wise like on other platforms like Facebook. They focus more on video. They automatically push video more than any other content type. But on LinkedIn, it pushes the algorithm pushes the value. When people starts reacting to any content and supporting a content or engaging with the content, the algorithm starts encouraging the distribution of that particular piece of work even faster than it was every single time. So more and more people responds to a particular piece, the virality of the content piece increases immediately, and it just multiplies every time. So if you're writing 5 lines, 2 lines, or even 15 lines, what really matters is how much of the people who are reading your post can learn from it, can find some content which is impactful to their life. It can be in respect of knowledge, it can be in respect of trending topics, it can be in respect of talking about a particular person or a particular industry or a news or even your own skills. But it's all about value at the end of the day. And following, as a financial planner, is it appropriate for me to post teaching content related to my field of work? In what form should I structure the kind of post? Now, of course, as a financial planner, I'm not sure what means you're helping individuals or you're helping businesses or you're helping investors, or what's exactly your genre. But yes, I would say definitely LinkedIn is a platform where you want to push out knowledge about the financial management. How can it? So I'm just going to take a guess. Let's just say if I'm one of your potential client, okay. So if I'm a potential client, then what would I want to learn? That what are the key mistakes I'm doing in my financial planning, or what are the key things I can do, or quick hacks that I can find from you or I can learn from you to be able to protect myself from making those mistakes. It can be related to some purchases, properties, or investments on mutual funds, or any kind of investments. You can also talk about comparing which company's financial investment is better, which insurance is better to go with, all of these things, which is a normal life struggle. You can go and talk about those things on your LinkedIn profile, and you would be surprised that financially, a lot of people, they want to be financially strong, but they may not be well versed with this topic, and they may not know how to take the right decision for themselves. And that's probably one of the reasons why the like Warren Buffett. I mean, he is one of the biggest investors in the world. I mean, he understands money better than anybody, how to multiply it through investments. So indeed, talking about him, his journey also plays an integral role, where it puts you into a thought leadership position of being able to understand leaders in your own industry as well. So go all out. Definitely push out content of learnings, of incidences, of failure stories because of lack of proper financial planning and all of these things. So indeed, do make sure that you are able to prepare yourself to add more and more value, irrespective of the type. You want to put a picture, you want to put a video, you want to put text only, completely all right, or even a document. So you can also put a document file in a PDF format on LinkedIn so that you're able to attach it along as a post. So those are my quick take to everyone who has joined us today. And super excited to see the momentum in the group. Yay, man, absolutely. And indeed, I'm already counting to meet you all tomorrow for the finale. I am also excited, guys, to meet you all tomorrow and indeed uncover more of the hacks and tricks. So with this, let's get going and see what have you guys done. So I'm going to go right up there, scroll it. So it's Jeffrey's post. Let's look at this. The world just stopped. Have you experienced your computer hang up on you? Don't worry, I will not be discussing technical computer stuff. Being a social media manager, when I am working, I have a lot of files open. Yeah, okay, there are many times on the computer hanger. This is much like our life if many things, business, job, side hustle, and this. One thing I learned in doing business is important of focus and delegation. I learned it hard way when I started a farm mission 4 years ago. I stretched myself too thin and I almost hung up, not literally. I had to let go of the farm business. When I finally decided to run a business, I let go of my day job and my business and learn to delegate so I can have more time for my family. It's not easy. I love, Jeffrey, that you went ahead and you started creating a story. First of all, the beauty of the story is it is authentic. It comes from your personal experience. It also, you did not try to play a star. You acted normal human being by uh, putting yourself in a vulnerable position. So that's another beautiful part about your story. The starting hook is also very nice. The world just stopped, so it was a good start. And indeed, I could see the momentum going in, and the first four lines had very good momentum, but eventually I felt like it just became a little descriptive. So I'm going to share a hack with you, all of you right here. How do you avoid writing more and expressing more? How do you avoid writing more but expressing strong with less writings? What you got to do is, after you've written your entire post, just run through that post for the final time, but that time do not run it for proof checking, grammar, and spelling. Do it before that. But for the final round, the objective should be to save the person's time who is spending with you their own precious moments of life. So it's the mindset that you need to rewire at that point of time, and you have to think that yes, I have to deliver more and less. And how do you do that? You make sure that you're cutting few of the extra words, unwanted sentences and framings, and making it smaller. You will be surprised by yourself that you can actually do it. It's just about an attempt. So when we thought like, oh, how could we write it? Trust me, when you will actually get into the game, you will be slowly, steadily get there, and you'll be able to cut your own captions shorter than what you have written already. So I love the fact that it also had a call to action, Jeffrey. Wonderful start to storytelling, I should say. You've got that. You've got that in you. I just think that you can make, just over the period of time, the aim should be to make it more exciting. That's all. But indeed, it was very, very nice post. I can see that people are already excited to read about your post, and that's beautiful. So now let's go to the next post. That's Shahina. So Shahina has, hi Kush, one question. How do we post the article? Is this the correct way? Do we just add in comment? Do we add the text? Please, okay, let me see. Yes, this is the correct way, Shahina. What does the new world mean? Yes, indeed, this is the correct way of how do you create an article on LinkedIn. And I can see you've created a pretty much long article. But let me just share to everyone out here. I'm glad, Shahina, you created an article, because article indeed is a great thing for SEO on Google. So Google ranking gets better over the course of period of time. But what happens is that article organically doesn't get a very good reach on LinkedIn. So if you have posted an article, you have to create a teaser post of that article to drive traffic to your article. Because initial engagement for articles is less than a post. So create a post, give an announcement to your article, put the link of the article in the first comment. Don't share it directly in the post. Put the link in the first comment, and then just give a teaser outline to your entire article, make people cliffhanging, and then get them to click on the comment. So your post call to action is check the full article in my first comment, check the full article link in my first comment, and then let them go and click on the article and then experience the article. Because default engagement of any post on LinkedIn which comes from article is not very good. So you want to win as many eyeballs for all the hard work that you've done. So create a post to get that happening for you. So you went all out to write some amazing content, of course, which is great. just have a call to action, which is not directly lead generation, because you're just starting out on LinkedIn, you're getting the momentum. So do not start generating leads for your business so early. Focus on generating leads eventually, like slowly and steadily, when you have the momentum for your brand, and when people have started having a strong credibility for you, for the service that you are here to offer. So going forward, that was for Shahina. Okay, I'm going to open up the focus on generating. That's me. Just a second, guys. Okay, so Hongling says I was only able to complete the first challenge. I will do the sixth. Superb, Hongling. I'm happy. The most important thing is that you need to do it, right? You still have time. Go ahead, do it. Now, Lena says updated challenge 2. Here's the 5 connection. So, thank you so much for accepting. I started my journey from, okay. Now, Shaina, I can't see your full messages here. So, now that's a bit of a situation because I won't be able to understand what your message is. But I'm glad it seems like you have sent the message request and indeed it has come up. I would love to hear from you how many people have accepted, because I'm trying to brush up on art history. Actually, I do find it's pleasure reading wonderful efforts you put in. So I can't really make out with the screenshots, indeed, but I'm glad that you've done your challenge for the day 2, Lena, and I'm very, very, very happy about it. So let's look at Jeffrey's day 2 challenge. I see a lot of people have done their day 2 challenge today. Okay, not bad. That's what the reason is for an extra day. I know it would have made you feel, for the ones who have done the changes, like, oh, kush, I was excited that I will get my feedback today. But sorry, guys, I had to keep you waiting because of a greater good. We all are in it together. Let's support one another to make it happen. And that's why we are all taking this Saturday evening out to just make sure that more people can get value out of it. So I came across your profile through a common group, Small Business and Independent Consultant Network. I've read your fantastic article, Latte to Go. Please, Mr. Richard Branson, I love it. For me, respect is one thing we should always wear. This is a good post because you are talking directly about the article and it's nice. You've put the title of the article, which is also very good. So, Jeff, this is very nice. Oh my God, this is so small. Okay. I have read how you named your business and it was very touching. Definitely related that I am into personal finance. This is also a very nice message. Notice your company formula EQ is the coaching space. I would love to hear how you made a positive impact to people. Yeah, I think that's also good to go. Wow, you have worked with thousands of clients across retirement planning. I'm an advocate of personal finance. I would love to hear how you impact people's life like David. Wow, this is the best. This is the best. It has so many trust signals. Finance, hashtag, thousands of clients, retirement planning, personal finance. Also, you have mentioned very subtly. But at the same time, Dave and Annie is the winning closure. Jeff, this is the best one. I saw your message. I saw your video on inflation, and it's very simple and easy to understand. Expert definition can relate to it, as I am also an advocate of financial planning. So, also would like to know more about do strategy. This is not absolutely awesome, I would say, because it just in this one it just feels like little to highlight is on yourself and not on the person who you're writing to. So maybe personalization, as you've done in the previous ones, will help you stand out more stronger. But simply the best message was Anne and Dave one, and that is really a great way to go. I already had a warm response from one of them just 1 minute after. Wow. Oh, let's look at the response. Hi, Jeff. I'm very happy to connect. My story is a little different. Oh, Dave and Annie one only responded. That's superb. But none less than started like most self-made people from struggle in my childhood days and vowed to make a better life. So that's the power of personalized messaging, guys. And I'm so glad we can see it right here. The best message of Jeffrey actually got immediate response in the first minute itself. Of course, many of you might just feel it's a coincidence, but even if you feel though, it happened with him and there's a reason for it, because indeed he sent 5 messages and this was one of the best messages. I loved it. You can take some inspiration from here for everyone who's listening. And if it's my first ever post and I want to do a video, it's my personal challenge this year. So putting myself, okay. So that's fascinating, Lena, that you're coming on a video. Okay, so I'm going to share screen of the video. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to share screen.
Have you ever wanted to start over again and pursue your more money? And so recently affected, and I our so
lighting is good, Lena, I should say. Indeed, and I can also let's read at your post. Have you ever wanted to start over again and pursue your real dreams? This thought has been on my mind for the last 20 years. Oh my god. I mean, you look young, so I'm still wondering. I have been running my own business for several years, and like many, my businesses have got hit. Okay, yeah, that's true. Now I have gone through far worse struggles because I've somehow find myself feeling more frustrated than ever. And one day I stopped and asked myself, what do I really want? This could have been a stronger opening line than as what you have written. It's short, crisp, it's more relatable. What do I really want? A lot of people feel that. What do I really want in life? This is more asking to a person. This is directly talking about oneself. When you ask, people sometimes don't connect directly with that. But when you put yourself out there and you put your thought in the first person speech, they're like, oh, yes, I also think like that. Because when I'm reading, have you ever wanted? So I'm not asking like this, right? But when I read, what do I really want? It's exactly giving me the feeling like, what do I really want? So this is a stronger start. That would be my first take here. And you see, I told myself some year ago, at this age, you're going to sell off your business. I wasn't just going to do that. It wasn't an easy thing to say, screw that, just do it. We all have commitments and it's scary, but moments I've decided to go in on difference. I am then tired. This is my friends. So I asked them, what do I really want to do? And it was amazing how they reacted and talked about true passion. I love to hear, what do you think about starting all over again to pursue your passion? It's actually a beautiful story, Lena, that you've put out yourself, about yourself. And it's indeed a very common problem, struggle, or I would say situation of so many people, especially because of pandemic or especially because of the market change. Everything, a lot of people had to go through what you had to get through. And I really feel that because, of course, each one of us have been impacted by this pandemic in some or the other manner. However, I just feel excuse me, guys. From the feedback point of view, I feel it can be a little more crisp. The same feedback I had for Jeffrey, I'll mention it to you here. Another thing that I would say is keep the call to action in one separate line. That helps. You can add an emoticon here, which actually highlights your call to action more strongly, and indeed put it out very clearly. And over here, I have already mentioned the feedback. Just crisp is better. And when you have a long video, like a 3-minute video, try to keep your caption short, not this long and descriptive. The reason is, then people have already spent a lot of time on your caption, then they will spend 3 minutes on your video, and that is like a good that's like a good reason for them to drop off. Because sometimes what happens is that the attention span is so less that they don't want to hold back for so long. So just make sure that for longer videos you have shorter captions, and for short videos like 30 seconds, 15 seconds, you can still have longer captions explaining everything and all. So that's beautiful. Lena, kudos to you on your video journey. You're looking very beautiful on the video. The lightings are great. The body language is also there. It's good. I think it's a beautiful start, and you need full-fledged, a lot of courage to be able to go all out and to be able to do videos. So believe it or not, I'm so happy that you've done it, and you did it faster than me. Let me just tell you, I took longer. I'm so happy I could encourage you and I could make you come out of and express through videos on LinkedIn just in a day's time. And I'm really feeling proud about it. But at the same time, all the credits to you because you made it done and you made it happen. So awesome. Let's go further. So Eva, okay, so he says, happy to craft my story on LinkedIn today, waiting to gain transfer. Ooh, okay, that's nice. I would have made a better decision. Okay, that's a good one. I would have made a better decision. Could it be better? Never know. So, after completing my Form 6 studies, I went straight to work with a construction firm in Penang. I got to know a project manager who was very hardworking and used to trump a lift on his car back and forth to Ipoh and weekend. Barely working for a year, I resigned, went back to studies, and we lost touch with each other. 2 years later, I suddenly bounced into him again while a holiday at Langkawi, and we chatted, and we had not seen each other for very long. A very, oh my god, this is a very long post. Okay. Barely working in 2 years. Okay, we chatted. We okay, after learning that I've been back to studies. Why studies? Why don't we? You don't need to study to be successful. And came and come and work for me in my company. I'll take care of your further needs. However, I did not follow him, and I'd already made up my mind to study. Here are the three things I learned. What I recall: discuss it with your family or someone who cares about you. The circumstances that influence my thoughts are the opportunities to study is greater. Follow your heart and passion, as there is no right and wrong decision. Can you relate? Okay. First of all, Eva, congratulations on going all out and indeed making an effort to come and put out your story. It is really not easy, guys. I'm so proud of all of you today because I have not seen so many storytellings in one session as I'm seeing today. Because earlier to this session, people usually come up and they share about their learnings and their knowledge, but not their life stories. And I'm so proud that all of you, most of you, I would say, have gone all out and expressed your life stories. And that's beautiful because that is a lot more difficult than going and sharing knowledge from my own personal experience. So storytelling, Eva, is the starting point is great. Indeed, you are expressing yourself of how you thought studies are important and how it could be better, or it's something that you could go back and repair it or change it. I just feel that the learnings are way too at the bottom. So someone to actually understand the key message have to wait till the end. And if they lose the interest, you will lose the engagement. So try to make it more crisp. You have to really try and make it short because this is quite long. And indeed, these pointers can try and be somewhere earlier, right? And then a part of the story can come later. So the arrangement is these learnings are bullet points and people love bullet points. So if these bullet points are somewhere in the middle, it will actually help you get more attention from the people and reading for probability increases. Indeed, it's a great post because you have also put in call to action, which is perfect. I really love that. But overall, my feedback would be that the hook could be stronger. Where I think how I wish I could turn back the clock, or I mean, it's nice, but I think we can work on that. I mean, that's one thing that I'm sure you're able to craft. Like I would have wish I would have made better decisions. Wish I would have never made that mistake. So that is more connecting to people. But indeed, Eva, very nice story. It's a powerful one as well because a lot of people are driven or may feel the same way like you felt about their life, or maybe someone who is in your situation right now will read your post and will be able to make a right decision in life based on your three feedbacks. And I also would say that I like the way you mentioned that everything is nice, but it's too long, it is too descriptive. Try to make it short and crisp and make it easy for people to get to the point. That is the whole objective out here. So yep, That is my quick feedback for you, Timothy. I actually read your post, Timothy, since you tagged me. I believe you've seen my feedback as well, and I've engaged. Indeed, you've seen. Feel free and like share this post if you feel these three tips will benefit your network. This is nice. This is awesome. But what you can do is you can give one call to action. Share your thoughts. Do you agree on this? And then that is only one thing that happens. People start commenting. Like happens automatically. You don't have to ask people to like it. So indeed, if you give one call to action, they don't have choices, and then they go for that particular call to action which you give them. So choose commenting over LinkedIn, over likes, sorry, because 10 like is equal to one comment according to the algorithm of LinkedIn. And that's the kind of, that's how they circulate or create or measure the circulation of your post and further distribution of the post. But thank you, Timothy. It was a wonderful post. Thank you for the shout out. I'm so glad you could pick up some amazing things from the session. I have never been a person who enjoys writing. It is a good start. I like the use of the emojis, so I would suggest everyone else as well. Please go ahead and use emojis because it indeed brings more eyeball. And let alone on LinkedIn is also nice. You can actually tag LinkedIn, then the colors will change. It will also become blue. So, but I guess everyone needs to start somewhere, right? Now, it's a nice one, and these three lines can be seen in the first fold. So therefore, the three together is good. However, I think when we are starting, of course, I have never been a person who enjoys writing. Instead of that, if you write, I hate writing, I mean, that's a little stronger as a statement, but more relatable. And indeed, it's more small, only 3 to 4 words. So if someone is just scrolling fast, will also be able to stop. And if you cap locks the word hate and writing, then automatically people more eyeballs on your post, and then more bigger the hook is for you. So yes, this is my quick take. The last paragraph here can be a little more precise and you can make it short, but yes, indeed, Jeff, Timothy, I would say it was a wonderful post, well crafted, well put across, and I loved it. So here's Ash. So I'm no longer a very last minute student, and here's my short story after watching the video on how to create content. I did some changes on the banner profile too, and here's my latest post. Okay, let's look at this. Small changes that make a big difference. I used to remote work 9 years ago. Yesterday, the company approached me to join a creative animation in the remote work promotion. Surprisingly, I received that offer after changing my headline with a specific keyword and a few minutes before. Oh, wow, Ash, that's awesome. I didn't see that coming, but guys, that's the power of having the right keywords in your headline. This is a big news. I think we all must congratulate Ash on this. Ash, superb, 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 superb. We are so happy for you. The entire Salt&Pepper team is going to celebrate this. I'm so really want to congratulate on this. Here is my new headline. It's a combination of new keywords, trust signal, and elevator pitch. Certified English and Malay linguistic. That's nice because linguistic is the word that people look for. Amazon translator, awesome. Netflix reviewer, superb. UI UX copywriter and book ghostwriter. Oh man, that's awesome because that is the keyword. Ghostwriter, copywriter, linguistic, translator. These are the words. Help B2B and B2C firms to position SaaS product. Okay. Woo Malay territory market and achieve powerful biz results. I love it. Oh yes, I'm under her killing it on LinkedIn training for about 4 days. So far so good. I learned a lot. Would you like to know how to be a good remote worker? Please comment if you would like to know. This is my first tip. Please check out Ming Hali. She is okay. Remote world's most. I will share more tips on how to get a remote working mission. Okay, super. So I would say, Ash, this is indeed, thank you so much. I'm so happy that this happened with you. The success was great. In this story, actually, there are 3 stories. Small changes can make big differences. So your remote working career is coming in. Then you're getting a job that is coming in. You are editing your headline that's coming in. Actually, more than 3 stories now that I realize it. You're giving a shout out to Killing It on LinkedIn and as well as Ming Hali. You can have a combination of one big story, which is backed by a smaller story. That's absolutely all right. But when you're having too many thoughts together in one canvas, what happens is that ultimately the person who reads it, not sure which thought he must end with, and the call to action somewhere gets lost as well because it's ending with more details, and there's no emoji, so you can add the emoji and that will help you a lot. So Ash, here's my take on your post to take it to the next level, because you've already conquered the first level, is make it precise. Push only one story as an 80% hero and 20% can be support. So I got a job offering in just one day, could be your starting, and then you say, and then you put across the entire story of how it happened, and maybe you end with the remote working one line or two line about it, or you write absolutely another story how remote working 9 years ago was a thing and today it's coming back again. So it could be either of the two but not both together. Then call to action to be more highlighted, and indeed if you're tagging someone, it's nice, it's great, keep that up, but at the same time also make sure that you're able to indeed not make it too descriptive. So just a fine balance would really be awesome here. Okay. This is okay, Trupti. Yes. Try to make necessary amendments to the banner profile. Okay, let's take a look. Custom made outfits and accessories, pet couture and ethnics, and this connect with the, oh, superb. This is what it is. I mean, the fashion word is clear, the categories are clear, the call to action is clear. Superb. One more quick thing, if you want, you can do it, is you can introduce another color for the bottom line. But if you don't want to do it and you relate with black and gray, just stick to it. In terms of your profile picture, if it is possible to have the full circle picture, like the smile and all is nice, but just the picture to be a full circle, because right now it's a story style. So that is something, if that's your style, it's a different thing altogether. If you want to keep that, it's okay. But if that's your style, then I would suggest not white. Instead of black, keep two black, like the left and the right can be black rather than white. It will be more stronger. So yep, so that's my take, Tripti, for your profile cover. And oh, here's your post. Okay. They say it's not all about destination, but it's about the journey. So it's just today that my journey is beginning here at LinkedIn with the first post. Wow, kudos for the first post, because it feels like one is one. A beginning indeed so powerful that even after a long day, I'm up writing my heart out here with the eyes wide open, energies level high, and that I can go for a run right now. Okay, that's a good momentum of the story. And it's not the black coffee or the energy bar, it's the people I lately surrounded by, and innovatively people who are quite distant with me, not only in the terms of geography but connected, like now gives me this energy and this introduced me to this platform. Cannot miss the chance to begin the journey of the gratitude. My charger tells always surround yourself with positive people and good company, and this is a place. And so I begin the mystical journey with the eyes closed, trusting the universe, going with the flow, feeling inside and this nervous and excited, but I've all get up. That's a beautiful story, Tripti. Really, we all go through such feelings, and there's so much of relatability with such content. But thank you so much for those beautiful shout out. I mean, we as the team are are blessed to be a part of that journey, and Tripti, especially with you, of course. We have studied together from the same school, so I can just say that it's beautiful to have someone from the same school, same growth journey, and indeed we have had so much of fun together. So I'm just reminiscing on those days, and thank you so much. It really means a lot. All I can say for the post, Tripti, that the typography, the content writing style is nice, but the look of it is a little clumsy. Maybe have a line spacing. Maybe you go to my profile, take a look of the line spacing that I usually do in almost all my posts, so you'll be able to see that, and that's a good takeaway that I would give you, because visually it's not mobile friendly in terms of the look. You've taken the mobile screenshot and push it out, but it's not mobile friendly. You see, it looks a little clumsy. The paragraphs are ending abruptly, but if you break it into line, if you give line breaks, that'll be great. And a call to action is missing, so that's very important. Now let's. So Tripti, that was my feedback, and it turned out to okay. Also, I'm glad that the content actually came with the flow. You did not think, and it feels like it that you're just writing your heart out, and it felt like it's just reading someone's diary, and it was like that. It was easy to go through. All I can say, it was really easy to go through. Just visually, you can arrange it better so that it helps the eyes to run through it even more quickly than it is right now. Thank you so much, Tripti, for that beautiful message and the feelings that you have expressed here to all three of us, and it means a lot, I can say. And it's a very, very beautiful picture of yours. I really love it. Wow, you're looking so beautiful. Now let's see, Shahina. Okay, a bit of a problem. Now it's all sorted. Shahina, I'm so happy it's sorted and now you could do it. I used to train at the bank of the Tokyo for MT when I hope all the team are doing great. I always notice them great ways to learn. That's nice. There's a lot of trust signal in it. Okay, I came across your profile on the LinkedIn. I noticed your IHU. It's nice to be connected. Okay, so now this is not very nice because you can copy paste the same message to almost hundreds of coaches who are there on the platform. What are they coaching about? What have they talked about? What is their recent activity, or what exactly gets you excited about that particular person, their interest, their region, their genre, anything. So take that and put that as a trust signal. Like this one had so many trust signals, this one did not. I saw you on LinkedIn and you're interested in human. I hope we can get in touch if it's interesting. If we can do some sharing to enrich human capital. Do not put your first message with objective, because as soon as you do that, most of the cases your message do not get accepted because everyone is trying to approach for some or the other reason, right? So I hope we can be in touch. It'll be interesting if we can do some sharing to enrich human capital development. Now, the person doesn't know you at this moment, right? So it's good to first show interest, build the momentum, and then go for the pitch. So the company name is there, which is good. I'm also writing a few articles and working on my third book on leadership. I believe you're writing this leadership thing is because the person also is in leadership. Then it 100% makes sense and it's great to write it. But also, I feel that it can get a lot more stronger about mentioning the leadership angle of the person in the first place. So you talk about the leadership side of the person in the first place and then go and talk about your book. Then it is more relatable. Otherwise, it looks out of sudden. So yes, Shahina, those are my quick take on your connection messages. So that will be all that I have to share with everyone out here today. As we are wrapping up for today's session, I'm going to very quickly check some comments which I can see are here. I would review that and implement on my next post. Yes, Eva, superb. That would be awesome. Hey Kush, I have two questions. Okay, let's look at the question from Huiming. Content ideas. For getting business exposure purpose, it is advisable to have mixture of professional mindset and influencer mindset as the content. If yes, is there a suitable ratio? Now, I would first like to understand, how do you actually differentiate between a professional mindset and influencer mindset? What is your understanding of two different mindset? But in short, of course, in terms of the mixture, it's actually there's no standard answer to this. It's first on your understanding, and then I will actually tell you how do you even plan what ratio works for you. But let me know first in the comment section what is your understanding of the two. About day one, it is fine and advisable to add a personal brief or a principle which is not related to my core business. Is it fine and advisable to add a personal belief or principle? Yes, of course it is. No problem at all. I love swimming, so I can put it across. If I'm a football fan, I can put it across. Golf, sports person, jogging. Please do not hesitate to put your personal side up there. It's completely all right. Okay, using emojis to attract eyeballs. Yes, we need a party. Oh, yeah, indeed. Jeffrey, congratulations, man. Okay, actually, you have to know after confirming with you in the LinkedIn profile, I have activated your profile. Okay, just 1 second. I'm trying to understand what activated. Actually, you have to know after confirming with you in the LinkedIn profile. I've activated you in the. Sorry, Madhukar, I couldn't get you what you're trying to say here. So, Lynn says, please check under your day one live. I posted my before and after. Please review. Okay. How come I cannot see your before and after? Um, did I not review your already in the day one? I am going to also check very quickly the other comments if I'm missing on any of them. Guys, if you have any questions, I'm here for another few minutes. Till the time, I'm actually going to check Hong Ling Tang's profile. 1 second. Hong Ling Tang. Can you share your LinkedIn profile link because I cannot. Okay. So now I get it. Okay, you posted in late. Now that explains. Okay, so let's look at this. Share screen, and so here's your profile, Hongling. First of all, please smile a little in your profile picture. Why so serious? Why so tensed? I think you have a beautiful smile. I saw it on the live video other day when we met on Zoom. So go ahead, smile a little, definitely. Have your hair done well, have a beautiful background. All of those things is very important in your profile picture. We match program to suit your need. Contact me for initial consultation. I think in your email address, .com is missing, so you want to add that. The pitch is not very clear because it is just too common needs. Everybody can have very different needs, so you want to put the health coach or the health side of it, that this is your category, this is your niche. So just put your niche. Health coach is good, weight management educator is good, transforming individuals and corporate clients through learning lifestyle changes to achieve weight loss goals and entrepreneur. I think it's a good headline, cleaner. Indeed, if you can make your pitch little shorter, it'll be nice. Weight loss is also good, or healthy body, healthy lifestyle. You can use that. Have a longer head description, add in a longer description as much as possible. And of course, I think the profile needs a little bit more updating, like the page and everything, it's missing right now. So go all out and add all of those things as well to your profile, because that adds a lot of credibility. So indeed, Hong, that was my take on your profile. I couldn't get the before and after, but I did get your direct profile link on LinkedIn. So that I'm able to make a difference to your journey on LinkedIn. I'm really looking forward to all of you guys seeing a new journey taking forward, where you're connecting with hundreds and millions of people and engaging with them, building relationship with potentially at least 10 people a month and taking it to the next level. With this, guys, I'm wrapping up our today's session, and indeed, I look forward. I haven't received answer from about the from Huiming about the influencer side of it and professional mindset. But whenever she does Huiming over the Zoom tomorrow, when we're meeting it towards the end of it, if you have the question still, let's take it then. Till then, guys, sayonara, bye bye. Have a great, great, great evening and enjoy yourself. Have a peaceful sleep like a baby. Take care, rise and shine.